through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
DC, ready?
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10.
Ready?
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up second and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another run for Henry. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Raven first down.
Running once more with Henry. They're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. And a surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Third and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions, and that pushed them to fourth down. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Loop knocks it through, and that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
All set up, here's Loop to kick it away. Valus Jones now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Let's get set. 12, 12. Behind. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
From the gun, a run for Henry. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's Henry on the counter. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on third. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens go up 10-zip here in the first.
Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Behind, 11, mighty.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Let's give it the game here to Chase Brown. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
I'm one, ready?
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They're stuck behind the sticks on third and long.
He's
He's got Gesicki, complete. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. The Ravens pick it up. He's off to the races. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
11. Hey, can.
Play action now. Burrow. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, shot. 11.
The option. Here's Brown. Has some daylight through the 40. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
11. Here we go.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Right, 80. Shot.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. He is down to the 30-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right, 80. 11. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. Chased out to his right. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Gun.
From the gun, they get to Brown. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
12.
Air it out on 3rd. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A pivot kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
This is Henry on 2nd. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Ball at 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
Going with King Henry here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosion...
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Bengals 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
They're on the 20-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Here we go. Stop. Wide 80. Stop.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Gun. 11 MT. 11. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Take. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Big 13. Stop.
The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1, right?
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
12. Here we go. Can. 11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Back to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts strong from Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it with King Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That goes for 36 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Let's get set. Wide 80. Wide shots. 11 MT.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Gun. Stop.
And play action here. Burrow. He'll put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game.
McPherson with a kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in Brock in his drive is already in enemy territory. From the pistol, Henry. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Ravens.
180.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Saw the lead, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. The left side cut by Andrews. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Mitchell off the pistol give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Mitchell again. And second down only works out for a yard.
Good tackle by Demetrius Knight. He's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Play action. Here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hill. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down. Play action now with Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Oop, knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On the return, here's Jones. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Brown to stop the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On 2.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 MT. Wide 80. 12. Dot.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Well, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow to the air now. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. Bengals cut the lead down to 10.
27. Bengals 17.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming the play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Now shotgun handoff to Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
Here we go, here we go.
There's the hurry-up offense here.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Wide 80. Wide shot.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Set up the screen to Chase. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Let's go.
Looking quickly here.
11 Thomas.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
12.
line.
11.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Wide 80. Wide shot.
Burrow on the play action. He rolls to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
12. 11.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Gun. Got. White 80. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And it will take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, this is Mitchell. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On the handoff, here's Mitchell. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Ravens looking at a 14-0 record. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Changing it up here. Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Good set. 11. 180. 12. 11 MT. Tape. 11 MT. 11. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
11 MT. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
12. 180. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
180.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another